Test. Okay, that looks fine.
What's up?
So this is the third time that I have tried to record this video. First time, the lighting was messed up and the frame was too wide. I was like all the way over here. The second time, I recorded through the whole thing just like 20 minutes ago, and I play it back and none of it is in focus. So hopefully third time's a charm with this one. Hopefully this one's quality, this one's good. So hello, hi, how's it going? I told you I'd upload a video this week about it. Welcome to my studio. It's my bedroom. What you don't see on the other side of all of this, the amount of lights and cameras and cases and containers and things on the other side of the room. So it might look very nice and clean here, but I promise it is not very clean everywhere except for the part that's on camera right now. So as you might have seen, the other day I uploaded part 100 to my Fusion Fall retro playthrough, which is something that I've been playing through on this channel for over a year now, and that's kind of been a majority of what I've been uploading to the channel. And that was the final episode 100. So a very valid question that I've been asked a lot is essentially, what are you going to be uploading next? Are you going to be playing through more games? Are you going to be making your own kind of stuff? Are you going to stop making videos at all? So I figured I would make a video to kind of explain what's going on, some ideas that I had in my head as to what I could make in the future. I'm going to, of course, make this like a open forum for your input as well on what kind of things you wanted me to do in the future. So I guess before I kind of tell you all about that stuff, I just wanted to, I said this already in the video, but in case you missed it, I genuinely just want to say thank you to everybody who has been supporting the playthrough, has watched episodes, has shown some support, has subscribed to the channel. It really does mean the world to me, so thank you so much if you've been any of those people. So whether you started at the beginning, or you started at the end, or you picked up somewhere in the middle, or you watched every single episode every day, truly thank you. It is amazing that something like that could happen. It's also quite amazing because back when Fusion Fall was, before we remade it, back when Fusion Fall was out for real in like 2008, 2009, 2010, there was really no YouTube playthrough of the game. The ones that were good did not make it very far, and a lot of the ones were very low quality. So it feels really good to be a person who can put out a full, decently well-made playthrough of, in my opinion, my favorite game of all time. That's another reason why I was very excited to kind of do that, and it's kind of bittersweet to see it go. So now that we can get into it, what kind of videos are going to be coming up next now that the playthrough is over? Well, the first cop-out answer is that the playthrough actually isn't quite over yet. So if you have been kind of following Fusion Fall Retro development, you'll know that we update the game quite frequently with updates, content updates, new NPCs, new missions, new items, new events, new areas, new dungeons, things like that. And you can imagine that those aren't going to stop anytime soon. We're actually kind of in the process of making a pretty big one, as well as a Halloween kind of focused event as well. So of course, once those things come out, you can expect to see more episodes of the Fusion Fall playthrough. You can expect to see episode 101 and beyond once those updates come out. It's just a matter of course, waiting for those to actually come out. So that's why it's not going to be as consistent of a thing. And a lot of people have been asking me if I'm going to be playing through other games on this channel, specifically Fusion Fall Legacy or any other kind of video games that I really enjoy. The answer to that is probably going to be no, at least not in a way that is episodic, similar to the Retro series, with the exception, of course, being Fusion Fall Legacy, when that ever comes out. The reason being with Retro and Legacy, I was pretty involved with development in certain places, so I kind of know a lot of the behind-the-scenes things. I know some of the things that were behind the scenes back when the game was originally out. I felt it would be like a kind of an interesting angle to kind of talk about. I don't know if you could hear that. But I think it's a really cool way to get a different perspective on a game, as if a developer plays through it and kind of tells you about kind of the process of going through it and making the game, which I think is a bit different than kind of just playing through any random video game, which is why I'm making the exception for those two, of course. As for other games, just any other kind of games like Pokemon or like the new when Halo comes out on PC, will I be playing through those things? The answer is probably no. I doubt it. To me, I don't think doing playthrough episodes is really going to, be creatively fulfilling enough for kind of what I want to do with this channel. It doesn't seem like very high effort. It's just me playing a video game and me talking about it as I play it. Really not a whole lot goes into that. Not to say that invalidates anybody who does do that. It's just that I personally want to take all of these different production things that I've been learning in school, because I do go to school for audio video production, and I want to utilize all these things like lighting and good cameras and audio and things like that. And there's a lot more opportunity to do that in terms of like big scale video projects than things like playthroughs. But if you do want to watch me do playthroughs of video games, I will do those. I do those on my Twitch channel. So if you guys are not followed on my Twitch, it's twitch.tv/przzyfied. I'm really proud of the stream. I've made all the overlays and graphics and interactive things myself. I feel like it's a very interactive stream with how I talk to the viewers. It's always a good time. Right now I'm playing through Fire Emblem Three Houses, but I do all sorts of stuff. I play through Fusion Fall, of course I play through Fusion Fall. I play a lot of Smite. I played a lot of the Planet Zoo beta, just a variety of different games. So if you're interested in watching me play through video games and kind of commenting over them, similar to how I played Fusion Fall Retro, I would definitely recommend checking out my Twitch channel. So that begs the question, of course, like what kind of videos do you want to upload to this channel right here, the Przzyfied YouTube channel? And I think a really good benchmark is the Ben 10 Alien tier list video that I made a couple months ago. I thought that was really good. That is kind of like a standard that I kind of want to set for future videos. I think it was really fun to make. You guys all seem to really like that. I was super satisfied when it was complete, and I still think it's a really good project and a really well-made video in my opinion. So I'm not saying that everyone is going to be a tier list like that. I'm not saying everyone is going to be like have sketch comedy or whatever, but something similar to that, where you'll see a lot more sketches, you'll see a lot more commentary, and you'll see a lot more higher production value than the retro playthrough was. So I would definitely look forward to things like that in the future, videos similar to that. I know I want to redo the Fusion Fall Nano tier list. Again, not saying that all the videos I'm going to make for now are going to be tier lists. Those are just two different examples. Another thing that a lot of people have been requesting me to bring back, and I think I should, one is the Incoming Transmission podcast. I'm going to put that through a bunch of changes, I think. I'm going to change up the format a lot and probably overhaul some of the graphics and kind of the way that it rolls out. I would look towards the number of people per episode being a lot lower. Instead of 10 people all talking over each other, probably closer to like 3. I would also look at the topics we talk about being a lot more general, a lot more broad, rather than being like a strictly Fusion Fall focused podcast. We'll probably talk about a whole bunch of other topics as well. And of course, the Patreon bonus episodes and rewards will return alongside that as well as plenty of other Fusion Fall based content, because I know a lot of my viewers like Fusion Fall. That's kind of why you subscribe. That's why you're here. And that's totally cool. Maybe boss guides, kind of strategies for different dungeons and bosses within the game. And even update overviews similar to how I did for last year's Halloween event and the birthday bash. I think those are all possible and things I would definitely be down to do. One last thing I wanted to do, this is a specific video, not like a series or anything, but I wanted to go through the Fusion Fall Retro playthrough and do some highlights. Do a compilation of all of the different highlights and funny moments and iconic moments and things like that, and kind of put them all into one video. So if there was a specific part that you really enjoyed, a specific line that you thought I said was funny, or a specific iconic scene, also tell me about that, because I really want to. It save me a lot of time having to scrub through all the videos. And of course, just like every year, me and my roommate Matt are going to go through, at the end of the year, we're going to go through our top songs and our top albums. We didn't end up doing it last year. We recorded it and everything, but I just never got around to editing it. But this year we will do it, and it will go up. I don't know if it'll go up on my channel or someone else's channel, but it'll be up regardless, and I'll let you know about that when that happens. And then, of course, finally, those are just all examples of ideas that I've had for future videos on the channel, kind of the direction that I want to take a lot of the videos. I guess all in all, in the future, I'm looking towards making more high quality, respectable, and of course overall entertaining videos. But those are just some examples and ideas that I had. These videos wouldn't they wouldn't be anything, they wouldn't exist if people like you didn't watch them. So if you have any ideas, or you have any concepts you want me to look at, anything you want me to talk about, any ideas at all, whether you think they're feasible or not. So if you do have any of those ideas, you have any concepts, any things you want me to talk about, please comment them in the comment box below, because I do read every single comment, and I will definitely take those into consideration, because you're going to be watching the videos. So I want to make things that you would want to watch, right? At least that makes sense to me. But I think that's all I got, essentially. So thank you guys again so much for everything. If you guys want to watch the retro playthrough again, there's a whole playlist on my channel with all 101 episodes. And of course, if you haven't yet and you want to, leaving a subscription to the channel would be amazing. If you turn on post notifications, that would be double amazing. And if you told me about it in the comments, I'll know. So I will give you a shout out in a future video that I do of any kind. And speaking of, I'd very much like to thank Zinc Pods for turning on post notifications and subscribing. You are awesome. Thank you. But I think that's it for me, guys. Thank you again so much for watching. I hope you're excited for the future of this channel, because I'm very excited. So I hope you're as excited to watch this stuff as I am to make it. And I think that's all I got. So I'm gonna head out. Drive safe, everybody. I'll see you next time.